All right. Good morning. We'll see if we can wake up as the time goes. But last we left off, you guys dealt with the aftermath of the dragon. You spoke to the farmer family and found that they were named Bernard, Olivia, and Tilly. They had never seen a dragon before. They were very confused as to what was going on. And so you guys set about harvesting said dragon. You discovered that it had a lot of gold in the contents of its stomach. And you're also able to harvest some of its scales and some of its eyes and whatnot. And maybe you'll be able to sell those things, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be able to just use them as alchemical ingredients or whatever. Who knows?
But did we get the feet?
You'd have to roll for that, and I'm afraid you already left it behind. No, you essentially left the carcass with the farmer family, so they got the feet. After that, you all begin to continue on your way. The rest of the trip passed relatively uneventfully. You did seem to pass through some psychic wind at one point on your flight, which nearly knocked Tobias off of his eagle. But Levy was able to make sure that he stayed on. And we are picking up where you guys were about to get up and start making the rest of your way towards the mountain. Are there any conversations that want to be had? Before you start reaching the mountainous terrain.
Tobias might, it's not a full conversation, but I just want to say Tobias might do a round, check on people, give reassurances, like, if we've taken down a yellow dragon, we can definitely find Poet. We got this, you guys. And then for Lish, Demir, and Levy, he'll give them all a little kiss on the forehead as a morale boost thing. But yeah.
Demir, actually, when Toby gives Demir a kiss on the forehead, she looks like a little surprised, but just kind of gives him a little breakfast treat that she's made. Here.
At her surprised lip, Tobias will say, I know you're trying to be better, and so I will be better too.
I don't even think she has anything to say to that. She just kind of, smiles and shoves food in his hands, here. Breakfast time.
All right.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Levy was actually gonna take Demir's drawing of the cut purses bitch out of
the king of cut purses.
Yes. I just wanted to call him bitch.
Okay.
She's gonna take Demir's drawing out of her notebook from where she like pressed it between some pages. Oh fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just dropping stuff at this point. She's gonna like.
Actually, as you open up your notebook, a little piece of paper flutters out with a feather tucked into it.
What? She's gonna kind of do a double take at that, pick it up,
Okay.
tuck it into her coat real quick so she can get back to that in a second.
Mhm.
And she's gonna bring the drawing over to Demir, kind of like, you know how animals approach you kind of from the side a little bit when they know they're like in trouble? She's gonna do that in Demir's direction.
Demir watches Levy do the sad dog shuffle over, and just kind of like very coolly looking at her, and hands her like offers a pastry, like breakfast.
I'm sorry. She's just gonna hand Demir her drawing back.
What are you sorry for?
For just kind of walking away from you. And I'm just sorry. You didn't deserve that.
No, I'm fairly sure I did. What was it I'm heartless and don't care about?
I didn't say that. I don't react well to kids being in danger, that's all. Nothing personal.
Sure. So what sort of deal did you make with the hag? Don't think I didn't notice. Takes one to know one.
Fair enough. Yeah, I jumped the gun, got rid of something I didn't want.
Well, obviously, but I doubt that was what the hag accepted.
That wasn't... Yeah, no, you're right. I got rid of something I didn't want. Couple of somethings.
Fine, play coy.
I don't know what else to say.
I'm asking what? That's all. That's fine. You and Toby make deal.
I confess that it maybe wasn't the best decision. I just couldn't fucking stand to have some of that shit anymore.
Fine. You two made the decision. All yours. Demir's just going to hand her, like, physically put the little breakfast pastry in Levy's hand. Doesn't take the drawing and then just walks away. She's going to go around and hand out pastries to the rest of the group. And yeah, if you guys need to if you guys need to spend a hit dice, it'll give you a little extra healing. I'll put it in the chat. But y'all have that now.
All right. Levy, should you look at the note? I sent you the info in your DMs.
Okay, sick.
All right. Are there any other conversations that would like to be had this morning?
How much of the bread do you gotta eat to get the heals?
I think it's just the one.
If you just gum at it a little, does it count?
I mean, I think you have to eat it, but I don't know how, the rules are.
I would imagine that the rules would be, even though it's not explicitly said probably, that you have to eat the whole thing.
If you're a pixie and can't physically eat the whole thing and can only have a crumb, does that count too?
Do the pixies need a extra bit of short rest healing? I hope they're not getting targeted.
The pixies take the most damage, I'm sure.
The pixies have been tanking for you guys this whole game.
Oh my god.
So they say.
I mean, Aaron wasn't gonna tank for you guys.
Pitting our familiars against each other.
Is Aaron our familiar?
If you want dead, you have to go through me, bitch.
Familiar?
No, you don't understand. Aaron has been working
Yes.
hard to teach. the
Oh, I
pixies
thought
how
you
to
said
tank.
Errol. I thought you said Errold.
No.
Although I'm not sure if Hawk can make use of the food.
He'll just smash it against his face. It's fine.
Okay.
He'll
I mean,
look at it and
that's how I
feel
do.
the kindness behind Demir's actions and regain that hit point.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
And then it loses its power.
I do have one more of them that I could give to the pixies if the pixies could split one.
That's the real question.
I think in the future, Demir's got to just make some little dime-sized breads.
Extra little crumbs of dough.
So,
I just want to establish before we shove off that Aaron gives the book back to Volk.
all right. So I have a question for Lish. Do you want to spend the spell slots to make this journey up into the mountains?
Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to fly up, or are we going to try and fucking climb this shit? I think I can do giant lizards, which have a climb.
It's true.
Yeah, 'cause in
Owls
that question it
specifically.
becomes, or in that scenario it becomes a question of, do we want to risk Lish being down spell slots, or do we want to not have to deal with people rolling bad and having potential deadly accidents occur?
I mean, it's a toss-up either way.
I mean, people used to use these routes for travel and trade. It's not until a little bit later that it gets more hazardous.
Then in that case, I wonder if we should just follow the trail up that's already existing, and then once we reach the part where we actually do need to climb and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
using like the giant lizard or whatever and stuff, so that way it reduces the number that we would need.
Yeah,
that
I'm a
sounds
bit
like a better
concerned
idea.
about
Mostly gonna be navigation at first, frankly.
Okay, then yeah, I think in that case we'll probably want to just take it on foot, however far we can go until it reaches a point where it would be wiser to use the spell slots.
Lisha's concerned about the weather patterns as we get up higher, people falling off. So I guess we jaunt, we walk, we jig, we jog.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's going to be more or less a couple different sections of this trek up the mountain. Who would like to helm this first part? This is going to be mostly navigation, figuring out which way you want to go. All that fun stuff.
I think
What
survival's pretty
checks?
good.
What
If it's
check
navigation,
would you want to make?
navigation, it would probably be things like survival and perception.
I
Well,
have
that-
a
I have-
plus
I have
4 to my
plus 4
survival.
and advantage to survival.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Tobias has a
It is
plus
up
5
you.
to.
It is one of those situations where you can use different things if you can justify them to me, and you can roll well. But if you do survival over and over and over again, that will increase the DC as you head up the mountain.
That's fair.
So be creative.
I would say probably for the first trek where it's just finding the right path, it'd be either perception or investigation, because we're looking for like existing paths that people have taken.
Fair enough.
And if not looking for landmarks that would be on the map itself. So if people have a higher perception, because Tobias only has a +1 to perception.
I've got a 4, and that's probably beaten out.
Yeah. Yeah, because even with Tobias's natural advantage on it, yeah, that only works against the face, so it doesn't even matter.
So does anyone have higher than 4 perception?
Yeah, higher than, what was it?
4.
Yes. My perception is a +8.
Lish.
Would Lish like to help? Would Lish like to help us find a route up into the mountains? Then?
No, you guys haven't asked nicely enough. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Our illustrious Winter King.
Oh,
Tobias
boy.
looks at him with hopeful eyes. Lish, do you think you'd be able to help us lead the way?
Lish just nods and he'll walk up to
Amir also gives him those fluttery eyelashes too.
he'll,
And by that I mean you get a bardic inspiration.
oh. Well.
All right.
Yeah, unless she'll recruit the pixies to kind of scout around too.
Awesome. So roll a perception check.
Yeah, with advantage, right? Or what was it with bardic? Is +8? Plus, what is it? 1d6 or is it a
Yeah, what's Demir's bardic inspiration die?
6 or an 8?
It's a 6. I am still a level 1 bard.
Okay.
Still good. 20 on just the roll, so I think that's probably fine. It's not a natural 20, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you're able, with the help of the pixies, to keep your group on track. You're able to find a path. It looks rather worn. Like this is a path that people on foot would use to pass from Nivelle to Island. But it looks like it hasn't been used for a while. If you could roll me just a D10.
5.
Okay. All right. The most interesting thing that you see seems to be an old statue of some sort. It is rather old, weather beaten to the extent that you can't quite make out what it's supposed to be. It's vaguely humanoid in shape, and it's covered in ivy.
We'll go as we pass by, kind of take a look.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out as I'm going.
The statue seems to be made of stone. It looks like vaguely humanoid in shape, like it's reaching out, not like it's blocking anything or out of fear, but just like it's giving a solemn wave.
Yeah, Alicia's cautious because petrification trauma. I don't know, does it look familiar in creation or form, or is there like a plinth that's labeled? Is this the only piece of rock I see around, or are there like
Well, I mean, there's lots of rocks around. It's
so like sculptural rock, carved rocks, not just the mountain.
Yeah, the statue seems to be standing on something of a square pedestal. Looking closer and kind of peering at it through the ivy, looks like he might have once been wearing robes, but it's just been so weather beaten and there for a long time. It's kind of hard to tell what it is.
Distinguishing marks, really. Okay.
You could investigate it further if you so choose.
Yeah, I mean, he'll do a once over, circle around it.
Okay. Do you touch the statue?
I don't think he'd touch it. He's gonna make a circle around it though.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's covered in like ivy and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So
it just looks like an old statue.
Dope.
You get, I'll tell you what, roll a history check.
$11.
11. You get the sort of vibes that this could be a very purposefully placed landmark for people who are traveling to or from either country. It's there for navigation purposes.
I don't know if Lish would think to do a detect magic on this, so
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that the petrified people back when would even read as magical. So, yeah.
Still be a
Alright.
hell of a story, though. This guy doesn't seem afraid.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, shall we away? Kind of keep plodding. Is it like very rough terrain around here? Like it's off
this
trail
point,
sort of vibe?
Not yet. Like it's not terribly rough. It's just old. The path.
Oh, if this is a Forgotten Grove. Older might be better.
Hmm.
We should keep an eye out for any faded pathways along the sides. So with Lish leading the way, would he actually come across anything? It's like we're gonna have to split off eventually if the grove is to the north or the south of this path through the mountains.
It's a little bit to the north,
Right. So there's gonna
given Levy's directions previously.
So if we're taking the path that would normally lead someone across the mountains, it's going to be on the left somewhere.
Lish doesn't know trail findings as an elf, so he's doing his best.
Fair enough.
Just keep following the most easy to see of the trail.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably like a landmark on the map or something, whatever, that would indicate, because the Forgotten Grove, the fact that it would be north of us, so on the left side, is about like halfway. If we followed this path that travels all the way to the other side, is it about like halfway? Is it about like a quarter of a way? In terms of like how it's aligned.
So the way this path is going, you are currently traveling west to east. It is, for the sake of description, relatively horizontal.
Yeah, I think to make it clear, I was talking about the Forgotten Grove in relevance. It's like the horizontal path is here.
Mm-hmm.
About where would you say the Forgotten Grove is? Like about quarter of the way, halfway, 3/4 of the way, all the way?
A little over halfway.
Okay.
Like, to the north. So like if you could go diagonally potentially if you wanted, but like that would mean rougher terrain.
Yeah. So ideally, what we could do is just kind of keep following this path, look for landmarks that would be around like either the halfway point, and once we reach that point, determine if there's either smaller trails that lead further north, or if we would need to rough it a little, but it would give us a closer straight shot to the Forgotten Grove.
You gather based on Levy's previous description of what the path looked like. You're probably going to end up having to rough it at some point, given that this grove has been forgotten and it's in
Passage
a
of time and all that.
crevasse in the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
And people probably haven't been there in a long time.
Okay.
So, actually, I'm nearby this statue. Before you continue on your way, Volk kind of just pauses and says, "Hold on a second," and turns to Levy and casts Greater Restoration.
If he does one of these. Hello?
Last time you did that, someone died.
Better?
Lish just looks at her like, what did you do?
That looks at who and asks that.
It looks at Valkyria or looks at Levy.
Looks at Volk.
Say again.
What did you do?
Oh, she was just spacing out a bit, so I thought I'd help.
just thumbs up, like. Levy looks like somebody who just woke up from an involuntary nap on the couch. Like, oh, I am conscious. Okay.
Man, I need a greater restoration every morning now.
Yeah, Lish will walk over to her and kind of take her hand and look a little concerned. Just be like, are you all right now? I have lesser restoration prepared if you...
Better. I'll be fine.
Kind of squeeze her hand.
He gets the fucking, like, I want to say sketchy, but it's not sketchy. It's just, like, not all there. Kind of like, it's more of a grimace than a smile. Of like, yeah. I'm normal.
He's gonna cast lesser restoration.
All right, Levy, that brings you down another level.
Nice. Cool. Levy's gonna like scrub her free hand down her face and go, thank you both. No more wasted spells on that. Please. Being like magically brought down from some fucking like shit, she's like, oh. Like on one hand, sweet like psychological relief. On the other hand, dear God.
He'll
Like
kind
a
of
break dart, but
he'll like rub her back and just make sure she's all right before looking to continue.
Tobias will offer his hand to hold while they walk.
Aww.
she's in the in kind of like a sort of cat-like fashion. She's been given the inch and she's going to take the mile. She's going to just straight up tuck herself up underneath Toby's arm. Nope.
It's fucking windy.
It's
Fucking windy.
oh, she's mentally ill. Her brain's spooky. She wants shelter under the tall man's arm.
All right. Who would like to helm the next leg of the journey.
Just for clarification, are we still looking for the route up? Because we just passed the statue, I think.
It
Up to you guys.
Okay.
that sounds like that is what the plan is. Because even if the path is slightly overgrown / not as well kept as the other walking paths, it is still a walking path that exists somewhat.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to be wanting to look for that. The question is of whether we want to use survival or investigation. I almost wonder if we should use investigation since we're actively searching for it, and then hold on to the survival until we reach the more hazardous sections to ensure that we have the best chance.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing fucking logic at you.
Thing is, you could also use things like acrobatics and athletics for hazardous sections.
That is true,
Probably.
yeah. And survival could also work for finding this path because you're looking for places where it looks like people have
I always
walked
think
through.
I always think of survival is more about like foraging and wildlife navigation. That's sort of what it's for, at least up here.
I'm used to. This is also just me fucking growing up, going out into the woods hunting. Using for animal navigation stuff or tracking animals, but it can also be used for navigating wilderness areas. Basically looking for trails, looking for signs of wildlife, looking for anything that you might need to do that involves making sure you don't fucking die in the wilderness could count as survival, because it's ensuring your safety and health.
That's fair enough, actually. Yeah.
That's usually how I view the survival check stuff. Hence why finding a trail like that where you're looking for a natural pathway, that could count as a survival check, because you're looking for the proper path and not the wrong one, because the wrong one could lead to you being stuck in the fucking mountains.
Right. Okay, so I guess you probably wouldn't be using investigation for anything else. So who's got the biggest number in that? Who's the most confident in their investigative skills?
Tobias has a +6.
That might be the highest.
I have a 6 as well, but Toby, I think you should go first.
Well, Toby might also have a different skill that we could probably use later. So could Demir, though. What are your other big skills?
Lying.
Big skills.
Yes.
Let's see. We've got lying,
Demir, lying her way up the
self-deprecation, we've got
mountain.
baking.
Hey, it would be a high DC, but if you can figure out a way to describe that to me, I'm not opposed to it.
Demir lies her way into finding the route to the grove.
Demir says what the route to the grove is so charismatically.
You remember
it
when
becomes
Ford
true.
tried to intimidate the jungle?
I did try and intimidate the forest when we were lost in the Adai woods. So, I could try doing that, or I could, try and persuade Levy to find the path for us. Since she did, receive a vision about how to get there.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to.
One thing she's not going to be cagey as fuck about right now. Let's go.
Convince Levy to find the path.
Demir is as we're kind of wandering, Demir is going to look over at Levy does this look familiar? You're the only one who knows where we're going.
Levy's gonna kind of blink at her what? She's gonna fucking do one of these and go, my God, I forgot.
Well, that was a natural one. So I think that's about what it is. Yeah.
Like, she just forgot that she had the vision and that she was the only one who had that shit.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, no, yeah, yeah. Let me just, yep.
Okay.
She's gonna distract herself from Toby and just start trying to scout out where the fuck they're supposed to be going.
Well, Demir, what you rolled a natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll a d8 and a d12.
Oh boy. That's a 1 from the D12 and a 6 from the D8.
All right. Okay. So, as you continue your way up the mountains, strong wind starts to blow. To the extent that you are all kind of having to squint and be really careful with your footing. So in short, at the moment, you have disadvantage on ranged weapon attack and perception checks that rely on hearing, just because the wind is so loud in your ears.
I feel fucking targeted.
If any of you are carrying open flames, they are extinguished, and flying by non-magical means is nearly impossible. So it's probably good that you didn't have your birdies. And Levy, since you were the one being persuaded, please roll a d10.
Fuck. It's not so much persuaded as it is reminded that she has information. Thank you, Demir. Doing the Lord's work over here. Where the fuck are my d10s? Seven.
Okay. You start to hear a strange sound. It sounds like an animal of some sort. It's like a weird screeching, growling sound, and it seems to be in distress.
Anybody else hearing this? She's like looking around to the party like, am I having a crazy moment? Or
Yeah, I mean, other folks can hear it. It's sort of faint over the sound of the howling wind, but they can pick up on it as well, especially Lish.
Can we tell where it's coming from?
It's coming up from a little up the path and above it.
Okay. Does it sound like the growling of the wind? Growling of the wind?
No, it sounds well, Liz, you have a high perception. It sounds like a bird has been caught in something.
A ham wrapped owl, perhaps. As we move
maybe a little bigger.
As we move kind of up the trail a bit more, Lish will keep his eyes peeled for the noise, what it
Okay.
is.
As you head up the path, I'd like Lish and Tobias to roll perception with disadvantage, trying to follow the sounds.
$22.
22.
Yeah.
Tobias.
I rolled 2 5s, so it's a 6.
Okay.
Consistency, baby, consistency.
Lish, you find that the sound is a little bit off of the path.
Yeah.
Not too far. Do you follow it?
Oh, there's following involved? How? I mean, we can't see. Is there a lot of trees around here?
Not so many trees at this point. It's more like stone and rocky outcroppings and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's interested. He'll look at Tobias. And I think he'll kind of ready a spell before kind of shifting his head like, should we go look?
Tobias will say, I trust you. If you believe we should check, then we should. And he will pull out his sword, since shooting a ranged weapon in this is bogus.
Yeah. So I guess does anybody else want to come with them? I think they're just gonna go, the two of them.
Jameer will tap Toby on the shoulder and just like take care of him and give you a bardic inspiration.
All right. Everyone else is staying on the path.
I would have Hawk go with them, but I feel like we
mean-
need a wilderness savvy person, 2 of them even, in the larger group still.
Okay.
Levy's gonna go with, because she kind of initially heard the shit. Also,
Mhm.
she's a farm girl, so like.
Okay, that's about an even split. That should be fine.
Okay.
Staying on the path, but like keeping an ear out in case we are needed.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you guys don't move, we'll be good.
Okay.
Levy, Lish, and Tobias, you guys start to pick your way up through the rocky terrain, following Lish's lead, who was able to get more of a lock on where the sound is coming from. And as you move around sort of a rather large boulder, you find an adolescent owl bear caught in a snare.
A baby.
It's
Wow.
Unacceptable.
It seems to be. It's not a cub.
No.
It looks like it's
Good luck.
adolescent, probably
Teen.
recently left mom, and it's caught in a snare, and it's making this screeching and growling sound as it's trying to pull itself free.
Tobias just has a moment of the Spider-Man meme going on in his head.
Has
It's like,
Has it noticed us?
Let's see. Yeah. As you approach, its feathers kind of poof up a little bit, and it like hunches its back. It kind of moves away.
You
But
kind
it's
of
still caught on the snare.
Lish
It's panicked, clearly.
Lish is gonna look back to Levy and just have you learned beast speech?
Forgot I was muted. The answer is no. But I mean,
how far are we from the trail at this point? Yeah.
Maybe like 20 feet. It's a somewhat of a sharp incline.
We could get Aaron.
Aaron
Maybe
and Demir both know beast speech, so
he's gonna like rub the back of her neck a little sheepishly. And go. I mean, I know my way around around an injured animal or two. I could try without the beast speech.
Well, I mean, we can use the beast speech to talk to it, to let it know that we're friendly, that we want to help it.
Probably the better option.
Lish looks at Toby with a raised eyebrow like, you can talk to it.
Tobias looks to the adolescent owlbear. He'll kind of kneel down in front of it, put his sword away. Is it like backing away from them and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's frightened of you guys.
Lish is dropping his spell that he was holding.
Okay.
The question is, should he do it? Well, hopefully. It's like I'm hesitant. Tobias wouldn't want to freak it out more. And it's also, what if we could use it later? Because let me just check his thing real quick, just to make sure I'm actually like remembering correctly.
I'm just saying, Demir Speak with Animal doesn't use the spell slot. She has it up all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
Sorry.
But can she climb 20 feet up a mountainside? I don't think so. 15 strength.
Oh shit! All Tobias would have to do is just take a short rest before he can do it again. I didn't fucking know that. How big is the space they're in, though, with the adolescent owlbear? Because if it's too small of a space, he wouldn't want to, like...
I mean, you're on the mountainside. It's just that there's lots of rocks. So it might be slippery.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to
larger than a
risk...
person.
Yeah, I don't think I want to risk Tobias transforming on slippery rocks. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck being logical. We're doing this shit. I'm having Tobias transform.
Okay. Do you want to describe the transformation?
Yeah, when Tobias transforms this time, rather than the first time when there's the sound of snapping bone and it looked highly uncomfortable, this time around, there's still like, you could still hear the sound of heart shifting as it happens, but it doesn't appear as uncomfortable as the initial few times that he's done it. It almost appears gentler, as if he's easing it out carefully to not startle the adolescent owlbear. And as he grows in size and his wings hang behind him, or I guess in this case, like they would be folded or laying beside him, he tells the creature, "I'm one of you."
So sorry, my son is attacking my my webcam. The owl bear it just kind of watches this this transformation, and I'd like you to just roll an animal handling check. I'm being bitten right now. Speaking of animals.
That is a 17.
Okay. So the owl bear, it is a girl, and it sounds sort of screeching and rough at the same time in its voice, and it says, "I'm caught."
I can see that. I will try to help you.
I was chasing a bird and I was caught.
As Tobias sets to work trying to see how to remove the snare, or at least like motioning for Levy and Lish to help him with, because I'm with the snare, is it he could probably just take his claw and just kind of like start cutting the thing.
Yeah.
So as he's cutting it, he'll ask her, "How big of a bird?"
Smaller than me.
Ah, good prey.
I'm hungry.
I imagine it's hard to find food here.
Now that Mom is gone, yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. You're very strong.
It was time for her to have more cubs.
Ah,
I had to leave.
I
I'm finding my
understand that.
own cave, but I was caught.
Well, I'll get you out of the snare, and then you'll be able to find the nicest cave you can.
Okay. So you take your claws and you loose the snare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As soon as she wiggles her foot free, she just takes off running.
Tobias isn't surprised. He
She's
watches
actually
her goes.
pretty dexterous in climbing on the rocks.
Yeah, as he watches her go, he has like a kind of very pleased expression on his owlbear face.
Speaking of which, I'd like you to make a dexterity check.
Piss! Okay. Well, yeah, and since it's a dexterity. Oh shit, I should be using the fucking owlbear stats with dexterity.
Yep.
Let me grab that. It's been 50,000 years since I've had to. Oh, come on, Google. Oh, come on, Google Chrome. As I go to scroll down to find the doc, it just like freezes momentarily. I'm like, okay. Ooh, a +3 to Dex. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Well, it's been a good run. That's a nat 1 +3. That's a 4.
Okay. So let me just roll real quick. So you as you sort of shift a little bit to watch the younger owl bear run away, you put your foot down on a stone that you're pretty sure it's stable, and you're incorrect because you slip and kind of skid just a little bit. You slide down, not too far, but you do take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're about midway back to the others now.
Lish and Levy just hear Tobias go, oh God! He slides. Just this yell of surprise. Oh shit! And then, like, when he comes to stop, he's just there, arm, like, lids splayed out, claws sinking into the rock a little bit. He's just like, I'm okay.
You're all right. Pokes his head out from behind the boulder.
I'm okay. I'll meet you. I'll be back with the others.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Tobias will start carefully making his way.
Okay.
Back down. He's not going to try and de-transform on this.
Yeah. The rest of you see this enormous owl bear lumbering towares you.
I mean, we recognize Toby, don't we?
Yeah. Volk doesn't.
Oh,
He has wings!
Is anyone going to warn Volk, or is she going to try to attack?
Is she? I mean, would Volk attack if nobody else seems scared?
Also,
Demir,
Volk
like,
does know.
You know who seems scared? Sniff.
Oh no, Sniff.
Hawk did
actually,
let
like,
slip.
when-
Hawk did let slip that Toby's a lycanthrope. Yes, but he didn't say of what kind.
When I think, like, when Demir sees Toby's owlbear form, like, she just like lights up because she loves his fluffy form. And goes like straight over, like, no fear, no anything, and just like, oh.
All right. Sniff and Volk in that case are tense, but they're not going to do anything.
Demir just like goes up and gives Toby a big ol' scratch behind his little owlbear ears. Like, oh, look at you! I didn't think I'd see you again like this.
Tobias kind of like lets out a almost whistling / trill noise as she does that. He'll let her pet him for a bit and things while they wait for Lish and Levy to make their way down.
Lish and Levy, do you stay there, or do you live on the mountain now?
Yes, we live and die here.
Okay. That's what I figured, but
I was gonna say Levy's gonna just fucking slide down. She's a farm girl. She's probably slid down like muddy ass hills. It's fine. She's just gonna just fucking slide.
Okay.
Boulders all the way down. sharp rocks all the way down.
Yeah, I was gonna say roll an acrobatics check.
Shrapnel.
And this is how she dies.
Shrapnel to the ass cheeks. That's how you go.
Oh God. Well, considering I got a nat 1 for mental health earlier, let's hope. Wait, I have a sticker for this. I'm not gonna dig it out right now, but I literally have a sticker that's like roll for mental health and it has a nat 1 on it. So we fulfilled that prophecy. It's not looking too good, boys. Look, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you right now. Hey, God. Fuck. Shit. Bitch. Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be an 11 total.
All right, you take 5 bludgeoning damage, but you're able to get down to the rest of the group.
She's gonna like dust off her butt and go, we're good.
Lish, how do you get down?
The same way he came up.
Okay. Carefully.
Carefully.
All right.
Like, I'm not about to fucking die on this mountain.
You say that now.
He's died nearly every other place we've gone. Give him
right.
one.
Toby, are you staying in your owlbear form for now?
No, he will transform back after Levy and Lish rejoin the group, just to make it easier for traversing and stuff.
All right. Who would like to helm the next leg of the journey?
Okay, so we had Lish guiding us first, then Levy.
Well, that was technically
Demir
Demir's
convinced
turn.
Levy.
Oh,
So,
Demir's. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
think
since
technically
Debbie pointed
Levy's
out that
still
Levy
able to
technically
attack.
has some kind of directions in her brain, I feel like she's gonna volunteer now
Okay.
and just be like, oh, fuck, sorry guys, I fucking forgot.
Okay.
My bad.
That makes sense.
The memory suffers when the brain is not doing too hot, unfortunately.
Damn.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll take point.
All right. And so what do you do to guide?
Well, I mean, she's looking around for like familiar shit from the visions and stuff, like trying to find things that she recognizes from those and like kind of see if she can find some like not necessarily the beaten path, but maybe like the once beaten path that is no longer the beaten path.
All right.
Like the place of legend, people have been there before, just not much. Probably. I don't know.
The path at this point is, by the way, starting to get a little more narrow, and the side of the mountain is getting a little more steep.
Okay. Yeah, she's looking for landmarks. She's looking for even just animal trails.
So this would be another perception check.
Okay,
So that would be a higher DC since we've already had one of those.
Fucking balls. Be nice to me. Wait, because perception uses wisdom and I have advantage on wisdom checks. Do I get advantage on that or nah?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And at this point, by the way, we're doing chunks of this journey as these checks, but you guys have been walking for hours now.
Yeah. I got a 12, by the way.
12. Okay. Let's see. I'd love for you to roll a d8 plus a d12 now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to sew at the same time and it's not. Pulling out all the stops to stay the fuck awake right now. Alright, D8, D12. On the D12 I have an 11. And on the D8 I have a 6.
Okay. All right. So as you guys are walking, the trail ends abruptly to find there's a bridge that seems to be in bad repair and ready to collapse that is stretching to the other side. And it's a sheer drop.
Seems like we found more of the path, but I don't like that.
I can summon a big tidal wave to knock us across.
Are you sure you want to play skill shot with a wave of water here?
Yahtzee.
Live a little.
Are there any like trees or anything around? Like anything that we could possibly use to like give us
There
something a little more
seems
stable?
to be a dead tree on the other side of the ravine. The air, by the way, at this point is colder, and you know how when you're going up Mount Hood, like you don't see like a bunch of snow at first, you start to see little patches of snow on the side of the road. That's sort of the vibe.
Has the wind died down, or is it still like?
It is still windy.
Okay.
It's fucking windy. Does the tree on the other side look like it would fit across the ravine?
No.
Okay. I mean, we could try tying something to that if we need.
Lish kind of scritches Toby and is just like, how are your wings feeling? Perhaps you could fly us across.
Didn't he transform back?
I would have to do a short rest to transform again. He also has not done any practicing of flying.
Yeah, I know. Lish knows. This is encouragement for practice.
I don't suppose any of you know bridge magic.
Bridge magic.
Magic that's a bridge, obviously.
I'm literally looking at my spells right now to see if I have jack fucking shit.
What did Demir say? I didn't catch it.
Well, I can
only
fly over. I can maybe try to fly people over one at a time, but with this wind, it would be kind of tricky.
I was gonna say, we have Valk and the broom.
Oh yeah, the
broom
broom.
counts as a magical means of flying, right?
That's true.
This might be a good opportunity for me to wild shape. I can do a giant eagle.
Have to be careful about the wind, but that's certainly a little more secure feeling than a rickety bridge.
Well,
Yes.
Doesn't look like it's going to last even one person. I'm not sure.
if
Yeah.
if Lish
Yeah, I was-
and Valk are gonna offer to fly people over, Levy is going to offer to cast Stone Skin on them, just in case.
Why stone skin?
Because they could get knocked into the side of the fucking mountain.
Fair. Okay.
Potentially what could be done depending on because if Val can carry one person, depending on how many people Lish could carry, and then if someone uses the broom, okay, so Val, someone on the broom, and then Lish.
Perhaps we do it one at a time, though, just in case somebody does fall, and not everybody's falling at once. Perhaps there's a rescue party waiting in the wings.
Not to mention that.
Perhaps.
I was gonna say at least having two people cross just for specifically like Valk and the broom, if they went across together, so that way it kind of helps stabilize.
Also,
Whether it's like a rope that attaches the two, and something happens, then one can pull the other out. But
we can have someone go across first and tie a rope as
I
well.
think Demir wanted to say something.
Well, I was just saying, perhaps if we send one person over, they can tie a rope and we can try and send someone across the bridge. It's rickety, but it's not collapsed. So we can give it a shot.
we could also
And
trail.
I can catch someone if they start to fall. I can catch feather fall.
What we could also do is basically doing like what you said, rather than just having them walk across the bridge, we could just have it where they just sit on the broom, hold the rope, and then just go in a straight line following the rope, so the rope keeps them on the path over the bridge.
That idea.
Yeah, and then it's like a little ferry system, and we just go back and forth.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah.
Fairy system,
really
you say?
Volk has wings and thumbs at the same time, so she might be the best to put the rope secured.
All right. So we're killing Lars's character while he's not here. Got it.
No! Stone skin! Levy is
Okay.
slapping some fucking stone skin on this bitch.
Yeah, and if Valk does end up falling, Demir did say she has feather fall, so.
She's got two
Volk,
layers. Layers of protection.
summons her wings. And she takes one end of the rope. And then the wind almost instantly knocks her off course, and she lets go of the rope, and she starts being blown back and downward, and she's falling.
If she's falling, I'm casting feather fall on her.
Okay. You cast Feather Fall on her, and even with the wind, it's sort of blowing her into the side of the mountain, but she's more like gently drifting to the side. And she's maybe about 10 feet below you guys, just kind of holding on to the side of the cliff, the sheer drop.
Let's get that rope down so that she can get back up.
Tobias is going to tie the end of the rope that they have to, because I assume there's a tree on this side.
No, the tree is on the other side.
You could just have multiple people hold the rope.
I'd like to secure it to something and have people hold it.
We don't have anything to secure it to is the problem.
Isn't there posts for the rope bridge?
There are posts for the rope bridge.
Let's see that then.
How sturdy are they?
Relatively.
It's an
Okay.
anchor point.
We'll tie it there and have people hold it as well,
All right.
just as a double
So you let the
precaution.
rope down for Volk to help her up. She is luckily able to grab it and starts climbing her way back up.
Oh, flying seems to be out of the question with the wind now.
Broom
Volk
is
says,
pretty stable.
I can try again.
It depends on if you're comfortable with it after that.
I can try again.
This time, hold on to the rope just in case.
Should we not tie it around her waist?
She
That's
was
probably
holding
better.
onto the rope.
You said she
Before.
let go.
Yeah, because she failed her athletics check.
Yeah, we're going to tie the rope around her this time.
Okay.
And Demir is going to give her a point of bardic inspiration. Like, are you sure you want to try again? You've got this.
All right. See. That was caught. Okay. This time, Valk very carefully, you can see her wings straining against the force of the wind. But she is able to reach the other side, and she immediately sets to work tying the rope to the tree. And she kind of tugs it once it's done and then gives a thumbs up.
Okay, so who here wants to go across the bridge?
How many people can the broom hold? Can it hold 2 or just 1?
One.
1, 2.
1. Okay.
That's a bit of a diversion in the plan, because if one person takes the broom across, they're obviously not able to take it back.
I mean, Lish can fly.
Valk tries to shout something but can't be heard over the sound of the wind.
Yeah, I'm not sure if flying is the right move. I think maybe we should try the bridge first.
You
We should
if
at
somebody
least
just holds on to the stem of it.
Someone holds on. We hold on to the rope. Yeah. One of us holds on to the rope to make their way across, and the rest of us will hold on to the rope on this end. So
We can tie another
if the
rope
bridge
to it,
breaks,
pull it back.
Yeah, we could. We could tie a rope to the broom, pull it back over.
Yes. Easy enough.
Yeah.
does the broom stay flying without someone on it?
Yes.
If
Because
we
it just needs to be activated, right? With the power word kill.
cast the power word kill on broom, it flies out of fear.
I don't know. I haven't really used it very much, but I'm pretty sure that it would stay flying. Let me double check. I don't think it probably says anything about it. Yeah, you can send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you if you speak the command word, name the location, and are familiar with that place. The broom comes back to you when you speak another command word, provided that the broom is still within 1 mile of you. So I can send it and bring it back with a word. We don't have to tie a rope to it.
Okay.
Perfect.
It can carry up to 400 pounds, though. 400 pounds.
The question is if the broom can resist the wind, though.
We might just want to tie a rope just to
rope
make sure,
it.
but we can
Because
call
that's
it back
the
with the word.
way.
I mean, I would
lose it.
assume that it can if it can carry 400 pounds, it can resist 400 pounds worth of like air force pressure.
I mean, do you really want to risk your flying broom?
Lish doesn't care that much about the broom.
And again, like if the person flying across
We have plenty of ropes, so there really is no issue with just tying a rope and then having Lish use the command word, and the rope just ensures that the broom makes it back.
Yeah.
Be a bit of a tie job, but sure. It's definitely like the best insurance that we have for that.
Okay, who wants to go first?
First, I gotta tie it.
Yeah, I mean, Lish will tie a thing to some rope and.
All right. So you
can try it
tie
out.
some rope to the broom. Who's going first?
Tobias is willing to go first.
All right.
Levy's hanging back to go last. It's her fucking shit. She wants to make sure they all get across safely before she goes.
Someone's still gonna try the bridge.
I honestly, Levy,
No.
I think you should. If someone is going to try the bridge, perhaps Niv or Levy should try it. since
I say
they're
there's no
lighter.
point in trying the bridge. Because
Pick up the broom.
ideally with the rope with how it is, it follows the path of the bridge. So all the person would have to do is just float over the bridge and hold on to the rope and follow it all the way across. And then Lish just calls it back and we just repeat the process. There's no point in taking potential risks of trying to cross the bridge without riding the broom.
The bridge can be the backup, I guess.
Yeah,
if
the
things
bridge
start
is
going
basically
bad.
just like a fail-safe in case the person gets knocked off the broom or whatever. They can potentially land on the bridge.
Yeah, and it'd be nice if we can use it to maybe tank one person falling, then
Yeah,
someone trying to go across.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm still keeping Featherfall just in case.
All right. So Tobias, you climb onto the broom and you hold on to the rope. Do you tie yourself to the broom at all?
Rope to the broom.
I'm gonna say yeah, because we have so much fucking rope on us.
Yeah.
It'd be no issue, and it's why take the unnecessary risk?
All right. How quickly do you try to get across? Are you going slow and steady, or are you
Slow and
not
steady.
feeling the heights?
No, he's taking it slow and steady, mindful of the wind. He's not gonna try and risk knocking himself off balance.
Okay. All right. So going very slowly and with multiple ropes happening, you were able to safely make your way across and join Valk.
Hell yeah, he will untie himself, wrap the rope he used to anchor himself to the rope around the rope, and then basically can't hold it out here for Lish to call back.
All right. Who's going next?
I'll go.
All right. Aaron, once again, slow and steady or quickly?
Slow.
Okay.
Slow.
You're able to make it safely across with all the ropes and whatnot.
All right. Yeah, he'll dismount. He'll high five Toby when he
Alright.
gets over there.
As long as the rest of us
Yeah,
go
let
slow,
the
you'll
room
probably
go
just
back.
repeat this process until we're all across.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Does anyone think they want to try to go fast?
Demi, you're fucking sprinting.
Emir
No.
testing fate once again.
No, she's fine. But she is going to go next. She's going to go slow and steady, but
Okay. Yeah, so one by one you all make your way across and leave the rickety bridge behind. And it's at this point that the terrain is starting to get a little more dangerous. And so you will want to start heading northwards. Who would like to helm the next check?
I mean, Levy's more than happy to keep trying to helm this since she has the vision TM, but if somebody else wants to take a crack at it.
We should probably take turns. I'm okay with doing the next one. This might be the time where we need to use survival.
If it's getting more hazardous, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. If we are on survival, I do have advantage on it.
That's actually a good point. Maybe Aaron should do it. I've got a
Yeah, I
plus
think-
4. I don't know what Aaron's modifier is,
also have
but
a
being
4.
able to roll twice is a lot stronger.
Yeah. I think I remember Toby having a 5.
Tobias has a 5 to survival.
So 5 or 4 with advantage.
We could also save 4 with advantage for later and just go with the normal 4 for now. In case
That's
we need
fair.
it down the road.
If
Up
we
to
did say
you.
the DC is going to increase using the same check multiple
Yeah.
times, though.
Yeah. Up to you then. Do you want to do this or should I? Should we have Toby try again?
I guess. We've already used perception and investigation.
I think so, yeah, at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We could also get like a nature or something in later. I think
That's
we
true.
have enough. I think we have enough skills left that we don't need to start repeating things yet. So I think I'll take it.
Sweet.
All
right. Let's put Aaron's snowbound skills to use.
Woot woot. Gonna use my fucking acorn.
Mountain boy gonna get us through.
So that's a natural 20 for 24
Natural
total.
20.
Yo!
All right. So now that we're in a terrain that is a little more close to what you're used to, your home, you're really feeling it. You are engaged. You are able to actually shave a little bit of time off of this leg of the journey. If you want to roll a d10 for me.
Gotcha. That's a 3.
3. Okay. Yeah, it's it's you're still on this sort of narrow ravine, but as you guide the way up, you can all sense actually something of a sort of prickle in the air. You can't quite put your finger on it. Doesn't seem to be harmless or harmful, I mean. Um, but yeah, I'd like everyone at this point to make an athletics check. Let me roll for bulk and stuff. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Roll what?
Athletics check.
Fuck.
Because you're starting to actively climb parts of this
20.
mountain.
24.
I rolled my d20, and the moment it landed on a face, it just sat there. this I don't know. It is a 15 though.
15?
15, yeah.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Erin?
24.
Awesome. Toby?
8.
He was just in his element.
8. Okay. Demir?
19.
19. Lish?
I got an natty one.
Natty 1. Okay.
No.
So as you guys are climbing, Tobias, you start to once again slip a little bit. And you reflexively reach out and grab, preventing yourself from falling flat. However, this causes Lish to trip, and Lish starts to fall.
Are we like on a side of a cliff, or what's the?
It's not like a sheer cliff. It's just like kind of
It's a really
You
steep
guys are
incline.
climbing up and you're slipping back down. Does anyone do anything to?
Can Tobias try to grab Lish, or is he still recovering from his own fall?
I mean, yeah, if Toby can't try and grab him, Demir will.
Toby, roll an athletics check.
That's a 13.
Your hand reaches towards Lish, but you miss.
Fuck.
Lish is gonna wild shape as
Okay.
he starts to fall.
Can you roll me a D100 real quick?
Sure. 67. So close to the good sex number.
Blew off from the funny meme.
Okay, so as you cast a wild shape on yourself, you realize what this prickle in the air was, and you realize that you were in an area of wild magic.
Oh, good. Well, it does wild shape count as a?
Yeah, it's a feature.
Yeah, it is a magical transformation.
It is a
on
magical
yourself.
effect.
The way that the magic,
Sure.
the wild magic area works is that it's just. But it's okay because it just means that you're frightened of Tobias until the end of your next turn.
6 seconds of fear.
Because if it had been like the fireball effect, that would be fucking terrible.
That would have been disastrous, yeah.
I mean, you could have cast grease on yourself too, which would have made you slip. But yeah, you're just afraid of Tobias for a moment.
Can I have Hawk
what do
try
you
and
wild
grab him?
shape into?
Oh,
I'm
never
gonna
mind.
wild shape into a giant spider.
Okay.
It has a climb of 30, so
All right.
I figure it'll be.
You're able to recover, and everyone's able to make their way back up without incident. At this point, it is getting much colder, and it's starting to snow a little bit. And it's starting to get later in the day, but you still have time to press on.
The pixies come out from his hair and do like little, from his spider hairs, and do like little snow dances. They're so happy.
All right. Who would like to helm the next check?
Do we want to do a nature check for this next one?
I'm trying to think of how we could apply that. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I mean, for the nature check, it's analyzing the environment itself, seeing which places are best for footholds, noting if there's snow buildup and stuff, what patches to avoid in case there's ice.
True, okay. Yeah, I can have Hawk do that. He's got a 6 in nature skill.
All right. Roll nature check then.
Let's go. Well, it's an 8.
Okay.
I'm using a different d20.
Roll D8 plus D12.
The d8 is 2, the d12 is 11.
All right. Okay. Let's see. So the rocks around you seem to be rather icy.
Hmm.
It's the stones are cold and slick. There's not much friction.
Hmm. Is there anything up ahead that seems like grappleable, for lack of a better term? Because I'm thinking, like, I've got how many grappling hooks? 3 of them. 3 grappling hooks. So if we can get another rope situation set up, that could help with any slippage.
I mean, there are rocks.
True. There do be rocks on this mountain, you're right. I guess Hawk will warn about the icy rocks, and then see. I'm gonna see if he can get a grappling hook set up, just like tossed as far as he can.
Okay. So first of all, I'd like you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy. Oh, come on. That's a natural one.
All right, you fall prone.
Cool.
You slip on the ice.
Imagine, like, he's winding up for a throw, and then, like, he loses his footing and yelps as he hits the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So Hawk lays on the ground and contemplates life.
No, I was
What
gonna
are
say
the
if
rest of you doing?
I was gonna ask if I could just get back up and try again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Roll another acrobatics check.
I'm not going to use my dice tray this time. It seems to be fucking me over every time. Slightly better. That's 5 total.
you fall prone again.
God damn it. Now he's gonna sit there and contemplate.
Okay.
Where
How's
How
everyone
is
else doing?
gone so wrong?
Is anyone else trying to move at all, or are you just staying put?
I mean, if Hawk is trying to set up the grappling hook, it might be best to just wait and see if he succeeds.
Well,
I mean,
Hawk just fell over twice and is laying on the ground now.
Yeah.
He still might succeed. We believe in him.
Demir's going to go over to Hawk.
So
and
what I'm
just,
hearing
like,
here is you're all just watching this happen.
Demir is
I
going
mean,
to
if
go
people
over to
can-
Hawk.
Everyone, just fucking shut up for 2 seconds so I can say what I was saying. If someone can do anything else to assist the situation, then go ahead. But if no one else has anything that they can do, then we're just gonna have to keep letting Hawk try.
I'll roll well
Demir is-
eventually, sure.
Demir is going to go over to Hawk and
Roll an
Kind
acrobatics
of.
check.
oh boy. Hawk,
Should have bought ice shoes. Got some cleats.
Acrobatics?
Yep.
Acrobatics.
17.
Okay, you're able to make your way over to Hawk without falling down.
Yeah, she's going to kind of pick him up a little bit from where he is on the floor and just like, do you need help?
Probably.
Okay. Demir is going to like kind of like, okay, show me how can I help? How does this hook work?
Well, it's simple. You could probably see it's just a pronged set of spikes made of metal attached to the end of a rope. All I have to do is really toss it as far as I can and hope it holds, basically.
Okay.
Once that's set up, we can use that rope to make slipping less easy. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with that right now.
Yeah. Here. You do you want to try tossing it again?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No,
He'll
you've
just
got
push
this.
him. Okay.
And Demir is going to give him a pat and a point of inspiration. So add a d6 to your next roll.
All right.
Alright. Do I have to roll acrobatics again?
Nah, Demir was able to help you up.
Okay. Alright. So this is strength for the toss, then I think maybe.
Acrobatics, or not acrobatics, athletics.
Okay. Maybe Johnny's do not like me today. Good thing we got inspiration. That's an 8 and a 4 and a 6, so 18.
18. Yeah, you're able to get the grappling hook lodged pretty firmly, give the rope a tug, and you're all able to use that to make your way up.
Cool. Once you reach
Alright.
the hook, Hawk will of course gather it up and wind it back together, and just keep that tied up for future use because we might need it again.
Okay. So it's getting late. This will be the last check before you reach the entrance as seen in Levy's vision. Who would like to helmet?
I mean, if it looks like Levy's vision, I feel like she would step up as soon as she recognized it.
All right. And what kind of check would you like to make?
Fuck. What are my options? Like,
What does it say on your character sheet? What are the things that you can do?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Can you just help me out a little bit? I'm really tired.
Yeah, you can make a history check to try to know about the mountains. You could make a nature check to try to navigate. That would be survival, I guess. Survival to navigate, nature to figure out safe places to climb on the mountain. You could potentially do another perception check to remember what you saw in your vision and make your way upwards.
Yeah, I think history is probably gonna be my best bet.
Could I make a suggestion potential? Or a potential suggestion that can be done?
Yeah.
Levy acts as a guide, points out stuff that is familiar, and assisting Tobias with a survival check where he basically takes the information she gives him and says, okay, if this is what you're seeing and this is the way we're supposed to be going, I could try and find a safest path for us through that to follow your locations.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's do it.
All right.
Is that a viable option?
Are you rolling survival then?
Yes.
Okay.
It would be the argument I was making was for a survival check. I don't know if it would count with advantage since he's relying on Levy to assist with direction wise.
Yeah, you can have advantage, sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure before rolling.
Yeah.
$23.
23. All right. Using Levy's guidance, you're able to help guide way up the mountain. I'm just going to have you roll one more d10.
Okay, one more. I will do that. That's going to be an 8.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the wind actually dies down. And you guys can all frankly hear each other's voices once again, because it's been loud. But yeah, you guys reach the crevasse that Levy saw in her vision. It seems thin, and you can squeeze your way in, but it would be kind of uncomfortable. Just because it's...
Is Lish just gonna Shelob crawl through the crevasse?
Well, I was going to say, does Levy recognize it from her visions? Like, is that where we're supposed to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If so, then, yeah, the party will proceed through the crevasse.
All right. So you kind of have to move sideways and inch your guys' way forward. It is very thin. It's uncomfortable, and it's frankly claustrophobic. Is there anything anyone would like to do during this time?
How high up does this crevasse go?
It's essentially like a crack in the side of a cliff.
Does it like open up to the like top?
No,
It kind of
not
points.
here at least.
How deep does it look?
Deep as in like deep down or deep as in forward?
As in forward, like is it more than
Well, it's
60 feet?
relatively deep.
More than 60 feet?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, I can get 90 feet relatively easily. Um, we could try.
You're able to squeeze your way in. It's just uncomfortable.
Ah. Well, I mean, Demir will offer to go first, because she can use Misty Step and Misty Escape, for a total of 90 feet of teleportation if
Alright.
needed.
So for marching order, Demir is first. Alright.
I don't think Hawk would mind going in right behind her unless Lish wants to be close to the wife.
Can I
Someone
cram my
else.
giant spider body in there, or am I gonna have to
Are
shift?
you large or
I think he's
medium?
large.
Yeah, you would not be able to make your way in.
Large beast.
You could always go Minky.
I think he'll just de-transform for now, and Hawk can go next. He doesn't need to be right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So far we have Demir and Hawk. Let's put Valk up towards the front.
Tobias will go behind her.
All right.
Aaron's gonna bring up the rear.
All right.
I guess Lish will be right before Aaron then.
All right. I guess Sniv is going after Toby. Okay. Levy, where would you like to be?
I mean, she's the one who had the vision, so probably somewhere towards the front.
Okay.
We can put her in front of Hawk or Valk.
All right.
Second or
Put her in
third from
front
the
of
lead.
in front of Valk. So our marching order is Demir, Hawk, Levy, Valk, Toby, Sniv, Lish, and Aaron.
And me.
Sound good? Okay. So you are all able to move half your movement in this tight space. And you squeeze and you navigate and push your way through, and it's tight and it's uncomfortable, but you're getting somewhere. And for those of you who don't have dark vision, it is dark as well. But was someone gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, like, maybe Hawk would probably turn on his eyelights just to like keep people apprised of where he is. Maybe just provide a little bit of light, but obviously wouldn't even light up like a 5-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Aaron, it's his life.
All right. You're all able to reach out and touch each other. It's a tight fit, but you're all able to know where each other are and make your way through. And Damir, you end up breaking out first, and then Hawk and Levy. Didn't seem to be any side tunnels or anything at all. But one by one, you all pop out of the passageway, for lack of a better descriptor. And you find yourself in this apparently at the bottom of a ravine of some sort. There are stone walls on either side of you, but thankfully it's not as tight as it was a moment ago. There are lots of trees before you, and they are unlike any trees that you all have seen before. Many of them, they look like they sort of have drooping branches, not dissimilar to willows. And their leaves aren't green. At first glance, you think that they're silver, but as you look closer, you realize that these leaves actually seem to be reflective in nature. They're like each individual tiny little mirrors dripping from the branches of these trees. And none of them are too big, none of the trees. But they are relatively close together. Thankfully not as tight as the crevasse that you had just squeezed through. And the stars are shining above. You can see the air is cool and clear and fresh.
Was it was getting to night.
Yes.
When we went into the crowd. Okay. Is there looking around the grove, are there any fruit trees?
Not that you can see at the moment.
Well, at least we have firewood.
You don't mean the trees, do you?
I don't think we should damage any of these trees.
Levy's looking around for the fruit tree.
Lish is keeping an eye out for other bodies, other people.
All right. You would probably have to go deeper into the grove to look for the fruit tree. This is the entrance.
Now this has to be our destination, so we should probably just go ahead and delve deeper.
Okay. You don't want to rest at all?
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe we shouldn't rest inside the dream grove.
Yeah, we should probably.
You've been walking all day.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to make you rest if you don't want
That's
to.
fair.
But like, I'm just saying
I mean,
it's an option.
I mean, somebody's gonna have to reel Levy in, but I'm like, yeah, rest.
Yeah. Hawk's gonna scrounge around the rim of the grove for any twigs or fallen branches.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Sure. Why are you trying to F me over again? Investigation?
Yes.
15.
All right. You're able to find some fallen twigs.
That's better than nothing. Hawk will, because he's not sure if dreamy magical wood is going to burn the same, he's going to cast prestidigitation to light one of them, like just on the end, to see if anything unusual happens.
Not really.
Okay. This is probably safe
It
firewood.
looks like you
then.
just set a twig on fire.
All right, he'll pinch it out and see if he could gather enough to get even just like a small little amount of kindling going.
All right.
Let's be
So
careful not
you're able to
burn the
build
whole orchard.
a small
Of course not, no.
small fire.
Small one, controlled.
Yeah.
Well, it's not much, but it's better than nothing, right?
Well,
Yeah, that's lovely.
I wonder if we should just rest here for a little bit and then try and find the grove. Since aren't isn't the fruit we are supposed to eat supposed to put us asleep?
True. We might as well rest our feet for a little while before we go searching.
Yeah, that is what I was suggesting.
Well, as long as no one feels they need to have a proper rest, I'm okay with that.
I mean, I could certainly use a full rest, but I figure we're getting one when we go into the plane of dreams anyway, so I don't know how this works.
I can't claim to. I can't come to know either.
I mean, even if we sleep normally here, it might still end up being weird.
That is true.
Perhaps not if we're outside the grove proper, but that is a possibility. Yeah.
Well, in the glade, I remember having a rather vivid dream. Maybe it would be similar here.
Perhaps, but to the point that was in the glade. We're next to the grove, but not inside it.
I mean, you get the impression that this area that you're in is the grove, even if you found a spot where there's not too much tree cover so that you could build a fire to warm yourself.
Yeah. Either way, I don't hear much objection to just resting for a short while, so as long as that's the case, we could probably warm up a little, rest our feet, and then hop back to it and find that tree.
I think that would be best. Yeah.
Short rest then?
Rest a short while, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are taking a short rest then?
Sounds like it. This would be a good time for anyone who's damaged, I think just Levy at this point, to eat that pastry.
Yeah, Tobias is gonna eat his pastry.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't really.
It's 5
Eat
hit
it.
points, yeah, but like, if you wanna, go ahead.
During this short rest, Lisha's gonna send the pixies to take a sniff around.
Okay.
Aaron will sketch out a little bit of what's around, but I don't think he's going to commit enough to an actual painting for this hour.
Okay. So you can roll your hit dice. Are there any other sorts of preparation that you guys want to take? Anything?
Maybe while we rest, I'll crack open a book. Let's
Yeah,
see.
what book are you reading?
Well, I'm looking at the list. So, let's see. How about that familiar book? Getting familiar with your familiar.
Okay. So that book it just has a bunch of like bonding techniques. It's like, try uh try this to get establish a more firm bond with your familiar, and it's just kind of basic stuff like that. It's it's got like a basic thing like familiars differ from different animals in that blah 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 blah. It's
Right.
not the most exciting thing you've ever read. It's actually kind of dry in some places, but you've definitely read worse.
It's more or less a manual for apprentice wizards and whatnot. So
Yeah, pretty much. Um
okay. Probably just spend the hour leafing through that, see if there's anything that he should probably try with his own.
all right. Yeah, it's mostly just various bonding techniques.
I was expecting to take up too much time.
Yeah. All right. Is anyone else doing anything?
Demir has the little book on alchemy stuff. So she's probably going to spend the hour reading that book. And trying to figure out if there's anything that needs to be done to the dragon part.
Learn the art of
She has
equipment exchange.
Yeah, she has her alchemist supplies, so if there's something that like she reads like, oh, you need to make sure that you put dragon eyeballs in a solution before 4 days have passed, she'll do that.
Yeah, you basically need to keep things cold. Otherwise they will rot.
Well, perfect, we are in ice. But yeah, that's basically what she's doing, is reading that.
Valk starts reading a book as well.
Tobias will read a little bit of his Dead Dragons, whatever the fuck, the book he took from Sniv.
All right. Valk is reading a book kind of on her own. She's trying to be subtle about it.
Levy's gonna go sit with Valk. My books.
You get a glance at the cover. She is reading a smut book.
Levy is going to catch Valk's eye on purpose, like very purposefully, and give her a thumbs up.
This book is actually one that I believe Demir has. It's called Sleepless Among the Fair Folk.
As soon as she realizes that it's that one, she's gonna go. She had initially the one thumbs up, and then she's gonna go 2 thumbs up.
You catch a glimpse.
Biggest shit-eating grin ever.
You catch a glimpse of the text from over her shoulder. It's very steamy. There's some sexy stuff happening here.
Levy is very pointedly going to pull out her own copy of Tusk Love.
All right.
Reading that next to Valk.
All right.
They're bonding.
A pair of connoisseurs.
Literature enthusiasts.
Only the finest of texts for these ladies.
Everyone deserves some smut sometimes, I guess.
Dogs are talking shit behind me about the smut.
Anyone else doing anything?
think it covers everyone actually. So we could probably just.
All right.
Yeah, Demir's
so-
just cuddled up with Lish while reading, but that's it.
Take a moment to roll hit dice if that's what you want to do.
Don't forget to add 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
Only one person really got hurt, I thought. So
Both Tobias and Levy took some damage, but not a lot.
oh, I forgot the. Okay. If we heal it, and otherwise we could probably just move on.
Okay.
Everyone can get their short rest features back too.
All right.
Just have they can transform again.
So towards the end of the short rest, I would like everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
$18.
18,
14.
14.
I rolled a natural 1
Okay.
for a total of 10.
Sorry,
Now
I
you-
was asked a question. What are we?
Charisma
rolling
saving
for
throw.
again?
Charisma saving throw.
Okay, charisma. Thank God, something I'm good at.
Tobias.
I was worried for Hawk because that's his one negative saving throw.
Tobias rolled a 12.
Okay.
Levy also rolled a 12.
Twinsies.
Okay.
Or wait, let me double check that. Incorrect. Levy rolled a 16. I forgot about
Okay.
proficiency for a
Lish?
second.
Lish.
I got a natty 20, 23. Yeah.
All right. So towards the end of your rest, you start to hear a sound from within the woods. Demir, Hawk, Tobias, and Levy, you are all enthralled by this, what seems to be singing. And the rest of you watch as the four of them just start walking in deeper into the woods.
If it's singing, can I pick up on the tune?
Yeah.
Demir's going to start singing along.
Okay.
Can I hear this sound?
Very faintly.
Does it sound familiar?
Not really. It just sounds like singing.
Lish is gonna reach out and take Demir's hand and not necessarily hold her back, but
Okay.
but he'll kind of walk.
Okay. Valk is going to follow along as well. So is Sniv, just so that no one will get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, are we heading out already? Goes with everyone.
Okay.
Guys, it's this way.
All right. So you all eventually find yourselves in a small clearing, and in the middle of the clearing, there is what seems to be a willow tree, And this one stands out from all of the ones surrounding it because its leaves are green instead of silvery and mirror-like. This willow, it seems to be more feminine in shape, but not in the way that dryads are. It seems as if, for lack of a better descriptor, a person stood so still for so long that they started to become a tree. Bark started to grow, leaves started to grow. And those of you who are enthralled, you want to get right up to her.
Can I do a magic spell? The detect magic.
Sure. You can do detect magic. Let me send you something. Just a second.
Detect tree titties.
Detect wood. Anyways.
Got wood.
I mean, Demir is very enthralled. So she doesn't even fucking hesitate. She just goes right up to the tree, and speaks in Sylvan, like, "Hello, are you singing?"
The tree responds in Sylvan. This is oh, it's so nice of you to join me here.
Do you have a name?
Join me and my other friends.
Are you the one singing?
I am. And
Beautiful.
those of you who had failed the charisma saving throw before, you all cannot help but go up to the tree and just touch her bark and feel it, and you're just enthralled by the singing of this willow tree. And I would like each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I say that after Lish casts his detect magic spell, he's going to pull at Demir's hand where he has it and keep her from touching it?
Do you let him do this?
She would let go of his hands.
Oh,
She rolls a natural one. She is very enthralled. She is talking to this
hold
tree.
on, though. Like,
she kind of like looks back at him like sharply and tries to pull her hand away.
especially
Like, don't
after
be
what
rude.
that tree just fucking said. I mean, everybody can hear what this tree just fucking said, right?
Those of them that speak Sylvan.
So at least me. So I hear what she fucking said. And
Yeah, but he's also enthralled.
If Demir doesn't pull back with him, he's gonna try and just like grab her around the waist and pull her back.
Yep. Well, she made rolled a natural 1 for the Constitution saving throw. Yes.
Oh, my Constitution saving throw was 17. Sorry, I meant for the Charisma saving throw earlier.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Tobias, what did you get for the Constitution save?
He rolled a nat 20 plus 2, so a 22.
Okay.
Hell fucking yeah,
Hawk.
Toby.
Dirty 22.
Oh shit.
All right. Levy.
Constitution, right?
Constitution.
Yeah, dirty 20.
All right.
Ain't nobody getting treed today.
Three people just fucking look at the tree and go, nah.
We learned about Faye.
Levy's
You're
just
still
like actually
enjoying being close to her and hearing her singing, but a little bit of pollen drifts down on all four of you, and it doesn't seem to do anything.
Levy's gonna like wave it away from her face and say in Quarry specifically. Oh god, I forgot what I was gonna say. This is why we sleep.
This is why we sleep.
Y'all don't take a page out of my fucking book right now, okay? Y'all better be sleeping. She's gonna say in Quarry specifically. Now, I don't know what that was, but there was no need for it.
You're still charmed by her.
Fucking balls. That's right. Just go.
She kind of turns her gaze towards you, Erin, and kind of just whispers to you in common, and only you can hear this.
Okay.
Would you like to come join me too? It's so nice here.
It does seem lovely. Here, it will grow over. At least our in one. I don't know if it's yours.
I don't think that nature can really belong to anyone. It is mine since I am here, but it does not belong to me.
Yeah, I get that. I do plan on staying here for a bit. Evan's gonna pull out the sketches he started doing earlier. It's been quite an inspiration to me, at least.
And she kind of hums a little and looks at the mirrored leaves around her.
Lisha's gonna pipe up at this woman in Sylvan and say, "Good madam, if you could please cease this spell work. I won't have to resort to anything drastic."
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that.
Oh no, I would not. But if you continue, it would serve no greater pleasure to me.
I do not see why you have to be so cruel to me.
I'm not being cruel to you. I'm giving you more than fair warning.
And I do not see why. After all, I'm just here enjoying everyone's company.
Indeed, and I'm sure you would love for us to be enjoying yours as long.
Are they not? And a branch kind of moves a little, as if to gesture towards Demir, Tobias, Hawk, and Levy.
Lisha's going to lift Demir's chin slightly to him, and he's going to cast Lesser Restoration on her. and
Okay.
see if that diffuses the charm.
All right. Lesser restoration?
Yeah.
Okay. Um Okay. So Demir, you're no longer charmed, but I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Can
Okay, that's better.
restoration give her advantage?
That is a 24. Or I'm sorry, 23.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The charm is broken. The willow is still singing, but you're no longer compelled to touch her bark.
Demir had been like kind of resisting Lish and like his attempts to hold her back, and had been like, you're being rude. And when he casts greater restoration, the charm is broken. She, realizing that she was charmed, just like immediately like icy demeanor towards the tree and moves closer to Lish.
Okay.
Just, what are you? Do you have a name? In Sylvan.
I'm a willow tree.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
That is a 18 for Demiris. Oh wait, hold on. That is a 20 for Demiris. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Give me 1 second. Things are catching up here.
And as you're kind of looking at her, she kind of seems to frown a little bit and says, "Don't you want to stay here with me?"
Not if it's force.
Tobias, Hawk, and Levy, I'd like you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Everybody back away from the tree.
Tobias rolled a 5.
Okay.
You would not believe my fucking luck, but I got another dirty 20.
Got
I don't know
11.
what's happening anymore.
All right.
25 insight from Lish. 11 Constitution saving throw from Hawk.
Okay.
That's probably gonna fail.
So Hawk and Tobias and Levy, remind me what you got again. Sorry.
Another dirty 20 somehow.
Hawk and Tobias, for the moment, you two are considered restrained as more kind of golden pollen sprinkles down from the tree. Demir and Lish, you get the sense that sure, she's a willow tree now, but maybe she wasn't always that way.
Does she seem like she was perhaps once Archfey? I mean, in her form, does it resemble?
Does not seem like an archfey to you.
Or Dryadic almost.
Or a dragon.
So who's restrained? We got
Hawk and Toby are restrained.
Hawk and Toby, and Is Erin also charmed?
Aaron's not charmed.
But Levy is? So
Levy's charmed, but succeeded on her con save, so she's not restrained.
Yeah, she's just lounging on that tree. And she's like, even though she's charmed, I feel like she would still have like the end goal in mind. So she is definitely trying to sweet talk her way into figuring out where the fucking dream fruit is in Quarry, if the tree can understand that shit.
And you hear in common in your mind, it's here, but I'd love for you to stay. Isn't it beautiful here?
She's gonna say in her addled state, still in Quarry, that she would love to stay, but she also really needs to go, and gosh, it's so difficult.
I'm so glad you want to stay.
Doc's just
Demi,
over
you're
here.
going to do something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Demir is like going to go over to Toby and try and get him pulled away from the tree if she can.
He is actually starting to root to the ground a little bit.
Yeah, she's trying to break those fucking roots.
Okay. So you pull Toby away.
Mhm.
Lish is gonna do the same for. I mean, he sees Hawk starting to root himself as well.
Most like
Tobias's hair is starting to shine unnaturally.
Oh boy.
Lesser restoration
Lesser restoration on
Tobias.
Tobias. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roots fade, as does the shininess and the charm. Tobias, I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw.
And that's just for the folks that aren't already charmed?
This is just for Tobias at the moment.
My bad.
Tobias rolled a 3.
Okay. So I will send you some information real quick. But the charm is broken.
Demir is going to try something. She is going to go up and make sure that the people, like, she went up to the tree to pull Toby away, and she's I'm going to try and use Fey Presence to see if I can shift the charm away from the tree into me. So everyone within a 10-foot cube, which I think would be everyone, gets to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That has been charmed.
I mean, within a 10-foot cube, so that could be like everyone, honestly.
Even though he's not currently charmed?
Yeah. I mean, it's each creature within a 10-foot cube.
Cool.
So
Got an 11.
fail. You're charmed by me.
Okay, sick.
So
Am I rolling?
you're loving this tree, but also Demir right now.
Am I?
Oh,
So
so I'm
both.
just double charmed now.
Double charmed.
Sick.
This is a charisma save for me too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom
Okay.
saving throw.
Wisdom, okay.
Oh, I was rolling charisma. Oops.
A 16.
That fails. You're charmed by me.
High DC over
So once
here.
again, double charmed.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Lish rolled a natural 1 with, but I have advantage, so it's
Well,
actually.
It's a 10-foot cube in like an area around her.
I have advantage, so it was 18, but
You
it would've
succeed.
it would have been good if it would have been just natty 1.
And Tobias, check your DMs, but keep.
Lish really almost just
silent.
had a
A
okay
wife
moment.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds to read the stuff you sent.
Lish almost succumbed to loving his wife so much. So much.
Isn't Lish's natural state charmed by Demir, though?
I mean, Lish is about to call lightning down on this bitch, so if you have any questions you want to ask her, you better make it quick.
I guess the tree would does the tree also need to make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, probably.
I mean, I guess. Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
It is
Oh,
if
boy.
it's a creature within a 10
Counter charm.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, that's a natural 20 plus stuff.
Boo.
Plus
Uh,
it's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, yes.
So 27.
Yeah, 16.
Damn. Okay.
Should I say what Tobias rolled for Demir's?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
DC 17.
He rolled a 7.
You're charmed by me.
Aaron has also been charmed by Demir.
Hey!
Everybody's favorite.
All right. Oh, I should roll for Valk.
Yes.
Hawk's just like this entire
Yes,
time. He's
you
been charmed.
should.
The entire time he's been charmed. Hawk's been just like looking at the tree, sort of marveling it as like just a piece of nature rather than, the beautiful figure it appears to be. Even though he's like probably growing roots or something. And then when Demir charms him too, he sort of just looks sober. You can see that his eyes are flickering. And he's like, You're great and all, but I'm very interested in this right now. Such interesting.
So Valk got a 14.
Failed. She is charmed by me. So now that Demir has everyone in the party except for the tree and Lish charmed, she's
The
just
power
going to
she
be
wields.
like, can you guys back up away from the tree and come here to me?
Oh, good plan.
Come here. Come here.
Ooh, but does
I
it
don't
work?
I don't know if Hawk is capable of that, even if it would.
Did Lish not pull Hawk from the root?
He only pulled Toby.
Only Toby.
If he saw Hawk starting to get rooted, he'd start pulling Hawk too.
Okay.
He's
But
got-
you only cast Lesser Restoration on Toby.
Yeah, and Demir pulled him back. So I'm chipping Hawk free from the roots, and he looks up at the lady again, and he's just like, "This is your last chance."
I'm not doing anything.
You know full
I know.
well what you're doing.
It's not my fault if they're fascinated with me.
Their fascination must end now. And there's this lightning that starts crackling around his hands. Last chance.
I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw, Lish.
Let's see.
Did the charmed folks come to Demir?
Levy is relatively close to you, but she's still up against the tree.
Levy, come here.
It's a charm effect, right, Avery?
Mm-hmm.
But she's also double charmed. She's charmed
I
by
know.
the tree as well.
I'm asking because I have to roll at advantage if it's against a charm. for my-
Oh, right. Sorry. Once again, I am a walking ad for sleep.
No, it's
right
fine.
now.
It's a 18.
18 just saves.
He's gonna give her this fucking look. I mean, he can feel her trying, right?
Mm-hmm. It's all just a misunderstanding. Who am I to deny them if they want to spend some time with me?
I'm calling lightning down on her.
Okay.
Meanwhile, to Demir, Levy is kind of saying in Marhavi, but you're mad at me.
I'm not mad at you, Levy. Come here.
Is
In
it
my hobby.
is it enough? I feel like that's enough.
I'll tell you what. Damir, roll a wisdom check. I'm going to have the Willow roll a charisma check.
Okay.
Because
That
these
was
are going to
a-
be contested rolls here.
By the way, that was a 19 on Demir's deception for I'm not mad at you.
Well, it's not like she was
Nice.
So
squinting at the moment anyways.
That is a 18 wisdom save.
Check.
just a
Same
check.
thing.
Oh,
Same thing, numerically, but
yeah, then that's a 14.
14. I'm going to show you what I rolled here.
come on.
Motherfucker.
Fucking balls.
For a total of 25. Levy, this tree understands you in a way that no one else does. The tree's not mad at you. Demir's totally lying.
Which makes its imminent death even more tragic.
Sorry, Demir. The double charm is a hell of a drug.
The tree needs to make me a Dex 16 saving throw, please.
Well, luckily it is a tree.
Yeah.
So it
thank
can't move. But
Does Levy need to make this throw too because she is sitting under the lightning strike?
0. It rolled a 0.
I mean, call lightning isn't like an area of effect.
It's
so.
very precise lightning strike, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's always a chance.
I rolled a 0. I rolled a natural 3 and then a
The
minus 3.
-3.
So 0.
But is call lightning kind of like lightning bolt, where like stuff within a radius gets kind of fried a little bit?
I don't think it is.
Mm,
There's people in other games I'm in that use it all the time. It's never been said to have AoE. It's also a different system.
I mean,
I'm-
even if you can call lightning down on a specific item, she is touching the tree.
Yeah.
And sitting
True.
So
under
Trees
it.
are
I
like
would say you take half damage.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Probably Hawk as
Just-
well.
just
'cause he's
That
That's
also-
gonna be a
logically
lot
makes
of
sense.
fucking damage.
It's
Well-
literally fine.
Hawk's also
Well,
touching
maybe
the
it'll
trees.
break
Well, I'll tell you what, Levy, you can make a dex throw too.
Sick. Is it just
Hawk's also-
straight?
Yeah.
A dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. each
Yeah,
creature
just
within
like
5
a
feet of
straight
that-
dex, or is there advantage or disadvantage? Like, what's happening?
You just make a straight dex
for
roll.
now.
Okay, just making
Yeah,
sure.
according to the spell, Avery, it's everyone within 5 feet makes a dex save. So
Yeah. That would get Tobias too, actually. 3. Yeah, so you take half damage. Tobias, please make a dex save too.
Wait, how would it get Toby?
is he within 5 feet of the tree?
I have
I
a map
thought-
pulled up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is.
hold on. I did not have the map.
Oh, Hawk wouldn't make
That is my own fault.
He's 5 foot diagonal from it, so unfortunately
Okay.
he's like just within, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best I could find. Unfortunately, there aren't any silver leaf trees around, but like,
Yep, 5 feet.
Tobias rolled a 19.
okay.
He takes half damage.
Okay.
And
So half of half.
And yeah, Levy takes, I think, full damage too. Okay.
The DM was saying that Levy's taking half damage
Okay.
instead of full.
Well, because I didn't hear. So you would get full damage then.
Ah,
since you
fuck.
failed.
All right, well,
They half damage is operating on the assumption that it only affects one thing, but it's got collateral. So
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah,
here we go.
it's fine. I rolled a 26 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Tree takes full. Toby takes half. Levy takes full. 26. And it probably
Yeah, I
beat
mean,
you.
she's fine. But she's mad now.
The tree, fine.
Yeah.
I gave her plenty of warning.
So,
Does she catch on fire?
no, unfortunately not. Not right now anyway. So I'll tell you what. I know that we went a little bit over time. We can hold off on this combat until next time, or we can do it now. Cause
I think we should hold off till next time because
I mean, she's got a lot of hit points.
I also have stuff I need to do, and then Felix
Yeah.
is also exhausted.
This
It has
her,
stuff
by the
they
way.
need to do.
And Hawk's still charmed, so he's probably not going to be of much use. If he has anything to do with trees.
Beautiful?
Free woman.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so I suppose we'll pick up there next time. Let me just mark down that y'all hurt her. And mark down those of you who are charmed as being charmed.
Oh, put a symbol on, so I remember.
Ha! You get leaf symbol. Boop. There we go. And then the rest of you can also have Demir, what symbol do you think you'd have? Maybe the snowflake.
Snowflake is perfect.
Just so we know who's charmed by whom.
Well, I mean, everybody's charmed by Demir, so.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think, except Lish.
Yeah.
Lish was the only one who succeeded, and the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It's what he's built.
Which is built up in
There we
immunity.
go. So folks, thanks for playing.
Thank
Just gotta have a
Thank
time
you.
when this is all over. Oh my
Thank
god.
you for DMing.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for DMing. Thank you guys for playing.
Fun sesh.
Lots of
Ooh.
like skill challenges today. Hope you
yeah.
guys enjoyed.
I wish I had been more
All right.
coherent for you guys. I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
it's all good. We get it.
Night shift with
Um,
the night shift with the morning game is just blah, so it's understandable.
It would have been fine if I hadn't had to stay up last night for doing con crunch stuff. Alas.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday.
Yeah, see you guys Wednesday.
Ah,
See you
fuck
on
yeah, that's right.
Wednesday.
See you. Bye.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye, y'all.
Great week.
Bye.
Again.